Good morning and welcome back. This is Miss Fisher, and I actually don't know if it's morning for you right now, or when you're watching this video, but maybe it's Tuesday, maybe it's Wednesday or Thursday, and you've been doing some other classes, and now you're ready to jump into geometry. But I wanted to welcome you back to geometry class. And before we jump into geometry, of course, I'm excited to get into some content. I want to just take a minute and sort of go over some expectations. What can you expect for the next however many weeks this is? And set us up for success. So let's start with, obviously we're in this really unique situation that none of us could have ever anticipated. And I think we have two ways to look at this. It's either we can look at it as it's an obstacle or an opportunity. And I think it's worth pausing and reflecting on what's your mindset right now. And I'm going to challenge you to see if you can have the mindset of looking at this as an opportunity. I'll give you a quick example from my personal experience. And that is 6 or 7 years ago, I completed my master's degree while teaching, and I looked into several programs. I ended up choosing a program that was completely online. And I'll be honest, I thought I was going to hate it. I chose it for sort of convenience and management because I didn't feel like I could fit a program in where I had to actually go to class. So I just sort of had resorted to, okay, this is going to be 18 months and I'm just going to get through it and it's going to be torture. And that was a horrible mindset to have, but I ended up shocking myself and I ended up loving it. I got so much more out of the program due to the flexibility that I had because of the format of it being all online. I can guarantee that I would not have gotten as much out if I had had to go to class at a certain time in the evening after teaching all day, and I would have been thinking about what I needed to do for the next day. I would have been falling asleep. So it turned out to be an excellent opportunity, far better than I imagined. And like I said, I really I embraced it after I realized how much I could get out of it. So I'm going to ask you again to just think about what is your mindset right now and maybe what could be a positive outcome of this. So certainly we're going to have challenges and there's going to be frustrations. And I don't expect you to love it, but maybe something good can come from it. Maybe you'll have more time to spend with your family because you won't be at school all day and then activities in the evening and trying to fit in homework. Maybe you'll have more time to pursue a hobby that you have wanted to explore. Maybe you'll just find that you can do better quality work because you will be more focused if you can do it sort of when you're ready. Or maybe you won't be falling asleep trying to do it at night after going to school all day and then a sport. And maybe you'll find that you are actually just better able to focus. Maybe you'll find that you are a healthier you because you have more time to take care of yourself and get proper sleep. Those are just some things that I'm thinking of maybe they could be potential benefits. Maybe you'll learn something about yourself as a learner or as a person that you didn't know before. So I'm going to ask us to try to embrace, and I'm including myself in this, embrace the different and the weird, and we can't expect it to be the same as what we're used to from the first 3/4 of the year. But what can we learn from this? I already learned how to use Screencast-O-Matic to make a video. So I'm on like my 4th attempt here, but I'm trying to look at the positive. I also made my mouse larger, so I'm kind of excited about that. So thanks for listening to my little spiel there, but I just wanted to sort of have a mindset check-in of where are we at. And like I said, I know there's going to be challenges and it's going to be frustrating, but I want you to know that you're not alone. And I know all of your teachers are feeling this way. We're here to be as supportive as we can. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We don't want you to give up or feel like this is not manageable. We're all in this together. So I'm going to switch over to sort of the nitty gritty, but the logistics of how things are going to work. So I'm going to switch over to Schoology here. And here we are in Schoology. And Schoology's been really glitchy, so who knows if it'll be working, but let's hope. So I know I'm not 100% consistent with how I use Schoology, but I'm going to try really hard to sort of be consistent and give me feedback if you don't like this. But I will probably put something in here, a folder for our new unit, but I'm going to try to use the calendar for like my main instruction and communication to you of what you will be expected to work through your for the week. So you can either click right here if it shows up, or you can click on the main calendar view, and you should see. So this is our first post, and I'm going to post for the week everything that you're expected to do. So go ahead and click on that. And just so you know, the expectations that were communicated to us, so I'm kind of switching over to the next thing here, workload and expectations, is for core classes, we're to try to keep it to 2 to 3 hours of instructional time. That includes practice exercises, videos, anything that we're having you guys work through. So this isn't going to be your typical workload of of classes every day and homework. It's definitely lighter than that. So I want you to know that, because otherwise I think you're going to try to race through stuff to get through everything you have to do. And I can't speak for other teachers, but I can say that what I'm giving you for geometry is pretty much the equivalent of 2 days, not 4 days, or 5 days when we get into next week. So I wanted to kind of set that stage before I get into this. Now, when you're in the calendar view, this particular view right here allows you to scroll through. You can see everything I wrote. But it's not going to give you any links. So I'm going to ask you to go to view item. I don't know if yours probably doesn't have the edit, but it should have a view option. And then that's going to open up a page. And now you can see at the bottom, there's a couple things that I've posted there. Links that will get, those are going to be note sheets that you can download and print out, or you can just look at online. And you won't see those if you're not in this view. Okay. It's also easier to see everything I've written. So I'm not going to read through everything, because you can read through it yourself. But like I said, this is going to be my communication for the week. And how we've set it up for geometry is that we basically have 2 lessons that you're going to work through. And this is really being left up to you. We're not setting this up that you have a typical school day and you have to do geometry every day. Maybe you're going to choose to do that, but you also might choose to just focus on geometry, get it done, and then move on to another subject. So how you want to set that up is up to you. But just so you know, you can kind of look, and I'll group everything together that should sort of be done together or that goes together. So you're already doing this first one. Thanks for watching my video. Once you finish this, the lesson here, I've got another video you're going to watch just as an overview to the activity that I'm going to have you do here. Everything is linked, so you can just click on it. And then there's a MyMathLab assignment to follow it up. I put it in here, but I just want you to hear it from me, that this activity is the equivalent of 1 full class period. So we're talking like 45 minutes to really do what I'm asking you to do there. So don't shortchange the activities, because there's a lot of responsibility that's been put on you in this shift to online learning. You as the learner need to hold yourself responsible for making sure you're really giving yourself enough time to interact with the content. We're going to be doing brand new content. So this isn't just review, and you know that math takes practice, it takes repeated exposure. So you really need to give yourself the time to interact with that. And I'm giving you the time in putting together these activities and sort of thinking about how long it's going to take. If you fly through this, you're going to be missing out on a whole lot. Okay, so that's kind of my plea to you, to really hold yourself accountable and step up to the challenge of being honest with yourself of how much time am I spending on this? Am I really doing what is expected of me? Okay, everything is intended to be done by Friday at 1 o'clock, which is the end of our school day that they've set up. So that gives you from now until Friday. And then the second video is an algebra review, but a topic that I'm guessing you don't remember, and a chance to practice with some stuff that you guys had asked for and we didn't get time to do before spring break. Okay, I'm going to jump down to this part because you guys can read that. And I want to show you something that I'm going to try this week, and we'll see how it goes. I understand that there's probably going to be questions that you want to ask me. I will be available anytime, but most actively from 8 to 1 every day of the week. That doesn't mean I won't check at other times, but not a guarantee that I'll get back to you right away. Via remind messages or email are going to be the 2 best ways to contact me. And I should be able to get back to you pretty quick, but I know that's not conducive to really having a conversation, so to speak. So, and math obviously isn't done very easily over text. So what I've set up here is, if you read through this, is a chance for us to meet virtually, but in real time, and actually have that conversation. So I don't know if you've done it before, but it's called a Google Meet. If you've done a Google Hangout, it's similar to that, but I believe that we can have more people involved. So there's a link that you would go to, and it's very self-explanatory. It's literally just going to put you in there right away. You have the option to either have the camera on or off. I will be doing a combination of being on camera, but I might switch over to my document camera to be able to write out some stuff and explain things. So if you get stuck on anything throughout the week, this is going to be Thursday at 11. So the expectation is that you've tried the other things by then, so you know if you have questions. That way you can be successful in completing stuff by Friday. So I wanted you to know that off the bat. And that this is going to be optional. I put that right there. So if you just want to show up just to say hi, that's great. I'd love to see your face and say hi to you as well. If you have questions, then you're welcome to show up for that. So if you haven't ever done it before, it's new to me too, so don't be intimidated. We will learn together. And then the last thing that I want to show you is that I've posted a, if I go back to our main Schoology page, a folder that says Fun Math Explorations. And this is going to be all optional stuff, but if you're somebody that's actually just been bored and really just needs something to keep you busy, then I'm going to put some stuff in there that just fun math topics that we don't normally have a chance to explore. So feel free to, if you have a favorite math activity or website, I'd love for you to share. Just send it to me and I will put it in there and share it with your classmates, and we can make a great big collection. So let me see what I missed out on. I know this video is getting a little long. I apologize. I'm not good at being short. I think we talked about that. So the last things I want to do, tips for success. Mr. Porter put together a really good video. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video he put out, take a look at that. He had some really good ideas, and I just want to encourage you to take those to heart. And the video was not intended to be just for elementary students or parents of elementary students. When he said about setting up a schedule, that is really key to success, your success. And I'm having to do the same thing. This is going to be very different, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some tweaking, but I encourage you to figure out a place where you can work and a time that you can work, and it's going to look different for all of us, and some of you might have obligations during the day, so you're going to have to figure that out, but you've got a lot of flexibility. Be patient with yourself, but hold yourself accountable. Okay, if something's not working, make a change and figure out what will work. If you need help with that, let me know. Communication is the last thing. I already said that I would be available, and I'm just going to encourage you, please, please, please reach out to me. I want to help you, and the only way this isn't going to work is if you just don't communicate and let me know if you're having a problem. So I'm pretty understanding. I think you've gotten that by this point in the year. So if you're not able to get it done, I'm going to be understanding, but you need to communicate with me. You need to let me know what's going on. We need to figure out a solution so that it doesn't end up carrying over into next week and the week after. Okay? So thanks for watching my video. I apologize. We're going on 14 minutes here. Thanks for sticking with me. I just wanted to get us all on the same page, and please let me know if you have any concerns. I look forward to working with you, even if it's a little bit different format than we're used to. So when you're ready to jump into geometry, go ahead and get to lesson 1, and I look forward to exploring circles with you.